Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Platinuming series where we are currently working on God of War. Each God of War, 1 week leading up to God of War Ragnarok. Let's get into it. Ghost of Sparta, such an underrated God of War game that is not talked enough nearly as much as it should be, because this is probably my second or third favorite. It is phenomenal. Like, everything about it is so good. The areas, the bosses, the enemies, the items you get, all so good. I was so surprised when I first played this game. You can go check that out on my YouTube channel. My first playthrough, you could tell I was shocked by the end. Yeah, my jaw was dropped. I was left speechless with the story, the just everything. Like I've said. So if you haven't played this, go play it. And with our first trophy here, called Dental Work. This is for ripping out Sila's jaw. There we go, pop it up. Sorry, my editor while I'm voicing this over is a little bit wonky, but it's alright. So I might be off with my talking and the trophies, so please excuse me for that. But here we are, a little bit later on in the game, past the first few areas. We find our mother, who's talking to us about our brother Demos. The main focus of this game is our brother Demos and finding him. And yeah, we just fought our mother there, and this is called A Mother's Sacrifice, and that's for killing Callisto. Of course, our next little clip here has two trophies. Two trophies here. We get our first magic item pretty early on in the game, just like right after that last trophy. And this is a combo trophy called I'd Hit That, and that's for executing a 200 hit combo. God of War has such funny trophy names. We'll see a few more in this one, and there'll be more in the other games and games before that we've already talked about. So go check those out too. This one is very simple. You basically can't miss this. It's called The Makings of a God, and that's for upgrading anything just once. Now here we're at Thera's Bane, or we're getting Thera's Bane here from Thera the Titan, who is I wish they used her more because she is such a cool looking Titan. It's such a cool area. Like, it is so good. And that's called Blades of Fire for getting Thera's Bane, of course. Here we're fighting the Scylla again in the little volcano that we were in just a second ago. And this one's called Screwed. That's for killing the Scylla, of course. These games always start off with a huge boss like this. Like, it's probably the worst boss of the game, but you know what? It's not too bad. It's all right there. It's just very repetitive each game. Here we're a little bit ways on into the game, leaving the volcano. As you can see, the volcano's in the background there. I'm running into walls, jumping around because I'm super happy. That trophy is called There Will Be Consequences, and that's for sinking Atlantis. Now here we're kicking these little puppies into a grinder for fun. No, just kidding. To break the grinder so you can continue on. Kind of a gruesome little trophy. That's called the Puppy Mill. Break the grinder. And now for my huge goof. We're back in Thera's Bane. I was playing on the wrong profile. I talked about this in my playthrough. I was on the wrong profile, so the trophies leading up to this one were actually on not my trophy hunting profile, but I still got those trophies. And so I had to restart on hard mode. And I missed a trophy. So it all worked out in the end. This one, this one is quite hard. You have to make her scream, as you can hear her scream. You have to keep doing this. You have to get into a rhythm. And you can't mess it up, and you have to do it for a whole minute. Right there, I accidentally finished the little thing, and I thought I didn't get it. But luckily, I barely got it. Now it's called Make Her Scream. Make the Titan scream for over a minute. That is quite hard, and I thought I didn't get it, but somehow I did. And now we're back on the road after not the last trophy, but the other trophy. We're further into the game now. This one is pretty easy. You just run in like temple run here, break open that wall with your body. And this trophy is called Yippee-Ki-Yay. That's for escaping the burning building. And now with one of the best bosses in the game. Of course, you're only going to see the ending here. Throw her into a rock. Got some quick time events here. This boss is amazing. Like I said, most of these bosses in the game are phenomenal. And you get a trophy for killing most of these bosses. And this one is called Disarmed. As you can see, we didn't really take off her arms, but we took off her wings. That's for killing Uranus. I hope I'm saying that right. And this next trophy, of course, censored. If you know anything about the God of War games, they like to put these trophies in there where you get to have a little bit of fun in the games. But I'm not putting this on YouTube because yeah, audio's gone, it's censored, but you'll see the trophy pop up in the top right in just a second here. The hero's welcome. That's for entertaining the brothel whores in Sparta. Now this next trophy is quite funny. Not the trophy itself, but this guy here who's basically saying Kratos isn't the real God of War, it's Ares. It's quite a funny sequence. And then you finally get to kill him for doing all this stuff to you and throwing enemies at you and saying all this random stuff. It's pretty funny. The trophy's called Ares Who, and that's for killing their center. Now hopping into one of a few collectible trophies, of course, if you know the trophies in all these God of War games, you get there are a lot of collectibles. And of course, we're getting our 5th Gorgon Eye there, which will increase our health meter to max. And the trophy is I Can't Believe It, a little pun there. That's for collecting all Gorgon Eyes. And now this next trophy's name is absolutely wild. I don't understand why they make some of these trophy names so funny, but so just stupid. As you can see, this is younger Kratos and older Kratos fighting it out. They're gonna run at him and throw him into this mirror. Basically put him back in the mirror. Yeah, there we go. Back into the mirror. This trophy is called, it's gonna pop up right now, Inner Child Abuse. That's for defeating your inner self. Or younger self? My notes might have been wrong, because I don't think defeating your inner self is the correct term. I think that's defeating your, I don't know, just defeating your child. Not your child, no, not your child, but your child form of you. Because, of course, Kratos already defeated his child a long time ago. Spoilers, sorry. If you don't know, now you know. Another collectible is called a Bird Flu. That's for collecting all the Phoenix feathers. And going into one of my favorite areas of the game with one of my favorite characters ever, you're just going to see me, we're just going to sit here for 30 seconds holding a circle for absolutely no reason, except to get a trophy. You literally can't open this chest, which sucks. I wish if you, like, held it for like 10 minutes, it would open and just give you so much experience points or something like that. I think that would have been such a cool little Easter egg or little secret hidden in the game, like instead of just for a trophy. I mean, I'll take a trophy. It's a really easy trophy, but come on, make the chest give us something more, you know. And there we go. That trophy is called the Midas Trick. Attempt to open the golden chest for 10 seconds. And now we're at King Midas, leaving this little cave with him. Got some quick time events while he's trying to cling on to dear life. I love King Midas. I love his entire story. It's so cool, and him in this game is just absolutely amazing. And what we're about to do with him is so cool. Like, this game is so good. Like, so good. If you have PS3 or what else is this on? PSP or PS Vita, whichever one it's on, try it. Please try it, please. Cause yeah, it's so good. It's so good. As you can see here, we're about to throw Midas into the lava. Wham! There we go. That was in the lava. Get a little cutscene here of him touching the lava. If you know anything about King Midas, anything he touches turns to gold. So the lava is turning to gold right there. And he's stuck there, which I think is absolutely amazing looking. And that's called Fool's Gold, and that's for killing King Midas. And with our next collectible trophy, not the last, I was about to say last, but there's one more. Our second to last, I'm pretty sure. I think that this is the second to last one anyways. And of course, it's for collecting all the Minotaur horns. Of course, if you've played God of War 3, it's kind of like the item line thing, you know what I mean? And that one's called Mess with the Bull, collecting all the Minotaur horns. This one is a really quick one, a story related one as well. As you can see, I'm just standing there, probably looking at YouTube or something, because I didn't want to watch the cutscenes, and you can't skip the cutscenes in these games, so it takes a while. But the trophy's about to pop up whenever I start moving. Come on, come on, start moving, Connor. There we go. Came back to life. This trophy is called Straight Flush, right there. That's for surviving the vortex. And this next trophy is another unmissable one, and it's such a cool area. It's an electric area. And we have to throw these spears at Lanius. I think that's how you say his name. To kill him, right there. He's thrown into the electric water. And that's called Hit the Spot. That's for killing Lanius. Another unmissable trophy here. We're running up these stairs to get to this little lever. Kind of messed it up there, because some of the quick time events are a little too quick that you have absolutely no time to react to it, so sometimes you have to give it a few tries, then you'll get it. But we're raising this little bridge here, which is actually the trophy. And the trophy should pop up in just a second, and I'll tell you the name, or you can read the name, I guess. But that trophy is called Bridge to the Past. There we go. And that's for raising the Bridge to Death's Domain. And now this next trophy, I didn't even know about this trophy. I got it on accident. Because I'm playing on hard. This is the hardest part, the hardest little fight of the entire game on hard mode. Like, I was raging so hard. These things, these siren, they're not sirens, but whatever they're called. Here's Wraith, that's what they're called. Are so annoying and so hard to fight. That trophy's called Heartless. You're about 10 Here's Wraith enemy hearts. I don't understand why that area was so hard. And now we're in the Death's Domain. We were for the last trophy as well, but we're like actually in his little temple now. Breaking these huge gears, moving this chain along, and killing these skeletons. And once you break that last little gear, you will get the trophy any second now. Sometimes it takes a while for PS3. There we go. Ghost in the Machine. Deactivate the Crusher. And now we're at the last few boss fights. Here's our brother Deimos, of course. We've been searching for him the entire game. And he decided he wants to kill us because we left him when we were a child. Because, I mean, the gods came and took him. But what were we supposed to do? Stand up to the gods? I don't know. But he's gonna grab us here, just start slamming us into the ground. Right, flip him over, start punching him. Oh, he's gonna flip us over again. Gotta spam, flip him over, start punching. And we flipped over again, and now he's gonna throw us into the wall, off the edge. Down we go, into the ground. That trophy's called Let Him Win, Finish Deimos Battle. And this next one is kind of funny. Now we're standing alongside Deimos, ready to kill Death, aka Thanatos God of Death. This is the best boss fight in the game. One of the best in the series. Like, it is such a good boss fight. It's so good. It is so hard to describe how good this boss fight is without doing it. You have to go try it yourself. Because you fight alongside your brother, Deimos, and it's such a cool mechanic. Such a cool fight with a few stages. This trophy is called Spartan Stand Tall, and that's for saving Deimos. And now, finally, after beating Thanatos, we can get our quick time events in to actually kill him by stabbing him there. First, some black screen, then we get a little cutscene here. Athena's blades in him? I think it's Athena's blades in this game. I always want to call them Chaos Blades, but there's a few versions of them, so I think it's Athena's Blades. This takes place right after God of War 1, where you are given Athena's Blades. I believe so, at least. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's right. We finally kill Thanatos, and the trophy is obviously for killing Thanatos, which should pop up here in a second. The Death of Death. Quite a funny trophy, kinda. Not funny, but, you know, let's play on words. And now we're carrying Deimos. We He sadly perished in battle against Thanatos right at the end. And I paused here for a second to upgrade, and then I saw I didn't have enough, so I just kept walking. Now we're gonna put him in the grave. I don't... Throughout all the games, I don't know if we ever find out who this evil, the Grave Master is. We saw him in the first one, we saw him in this one. We don't know who he is, I don't think. That one's called Only One Remains, that's for beating the game. And Zeus May Cry for beating the game on hard mode, of course, reference to Devil May Cry. Super, super funny. And now we have another double trophy, the last one. We're upgrading the Horn of Boreas there, and of course the trophy is for completely upgrading all weapons and magic, which is called Master of Arms. And then on to our 31st trophy. We're in the little combat arena, which is very, very helpful for trophies you can miss. There are a lot of grindable trophies. And right now I'm just racking up the red orbs, because we're going to need those. To get the last godly possession, you need to get 1,000,000 red orbs for the last godly possession. But we're going to get our execute 1,000 hit combo trophy called Greatest Hits. And now a few more grindable trophies. This one is very, very easy. You shouldn't miss this in the main game, but for some reason I did. This is just for throwing 10 enemies into into each other. Very, very quick, very, very simple. Just get this in the main game. Just don't waste your time with this little mode here. Like, I don't know how I missed it. I don't know why it's taking me forever. For the, why is it taking so long? There we go. Collisions. Throw 10 enemies into other enemies. Ooh, ooh. And then the next trophy is a grindable one. Very big grind one, which takes forever. The easiest way to do this is, you're seeing on screen now, you have to use your blades to set fire to 500 enemies. And these enemies are the easiest way to set things on fire. They're not really enemies, they're just normal things to burn. It's called Burning Sensation. That takes like 20-30 minutes if you didn't burn many in the main game. And now we spent our 1,000,000 red orbs to unlock the secret little area to collect our final godly possession, Gravedigger's Shovel, which I definitely used on my second playthrough. Just kidding, I didn't play the game the second time. For this playthrough, you only need to do it once unless you miss things. And now we're doing our classic Challenge of Gods that are in basically every God of War except Ascension in 2018. This first trophy is for obviously being the Challenge of the Gods. And then we get our Platinum, the Ghost with the most, 36 out of 36 trophies. Very, very nice. And those Challenge of Gods were actually the easiest, hands down, in all the series. Like, super, super easy. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, I want to stay tuned for next week's God of War Platinum, which is God of War 2, I believe. And the rest of the series and other Platinums I'm going to get in the future, and the games I'm going to play in the future. Subscribe, leave a like if you want. And yeah, have a great day, guys.